We're going to be talking about a token that can 10x your money here in the next cycle. Now, none of this is financial advice. We are not financial advisors. Everything said here is 100% our opinion. Right, let's get right into it. As you can see here on our screen, we have Algorand Foundation. That's right, the token we are talking about is Algorand. So why do we believe that Algorand is going to 10x your portfolio or your investment that you're going to put in? Again, not financial advice. Well, we have some bit of tea here to tell you as to why. As we see here on their website, this is on the Algorand Foundation website specifically. It is the world's most decentralized, scalable blockchain ecosystem. Now, a lot of blockchains do indicate that they are just that. They are they are secure, they are fast, they are green, they are everything that Algorand says. But there is a bit of information that is literally only for Algorand. And so we go here and we see that the founder won the Turing Award, and he is the MIT professor named Silvio Micali. And I do apologize if I did mispronounce that name there. But they also have DeFi, and they have ecosystem support. And now you may think, well, so what? You know, an MIT professor went ahead and helped create Algorand. Well, there's more to it than just that, and we're going to get right into it. And these are all the projects. If you want to go to the website and go ahead and dive deep into Algorand yourself, we're just going to give you a quick summary as to why you should really consider Algorand as a token in your portfolio. We see here that the latest news from Algorand is pretty much a whole bunch of venture capitalists are wanting to be involved with Algorand. So that in itself is good news. We go here to the actual Algorand website. I believe it's algorand.org. It will provide a link in the description below. And we see here that yet again it says the world's most powerful and sustainable blockchain. And we see here that they have appointed new individuals. This website has been completely revamped. And what's interesting to note is this. We indicated some time ago that FIFA has chosen Algorand as the official blockchain to power their NFT collection. That's right. So all these professional footballers have an NFT that is fully licensed by FIFA. So that in itself is 100% great news for Algorand. And again, if you want to see the FIFA Collect NFTs, just go ahead and now look right above, and we will give you a little plug-in as to what those look like. We also see here that the Bank of Italy has chosen Algorand for its DLTs, which is the traditional market infrastructure of cross-border payments, of just payments and just settlements in itself. So we have one massive EU country that is on Algorand's coattails, essentially. And they go ahead and put the founder here. And so I keep mentioning the founder. Why is this important? Well, let's go ahead and do a quick Google search. And we see here, we typed in earlier, and we're using the Brave browser, but we typed in earlier, Gary Gensler, Algorand. For those of you that do not know, Gary Gensler is the SEC head guy, okay? He went to MIT. He was an instructor at MIT. He also is best friends and had a finger in the creation of Algorand also. So if you put two and two together, SEC and Algorand, well, you can kind of see where it's not going to be a blockchain that goes away. It's going to be here probably indefinitely. And if that isn't proof enough, let's go ahead and go on to this establishment right here. I'm not going to say it because this may very well get shadow banned. This powerful organization right here, right? They came out with a paper in 2021, June. So literally about a year and a half ago, on cryptocurrencies, a guide to getting started. This paper is for governments and established banks across the world, and just corporations in general that are powerful movers. So let's go ahead and go to page 13. And I'm going to show you something here. Page 13 indicates this cryptocurrency, Ethereum, and it tells you everything that you need to know about smart contracts, in summary that is, and how it works and things such as that nature, right? And we all know Ethereum is going to be here for the next couple of years, but as far as indefinitely, well, that's yet to be determined, and we may have a reason as to why it may not be, because if we scroll down to page 17, we see a specific list brought to you by the corporation, the big society, right? So we see here, number 1 is Algorand. Number 2 is Cardano. 3, Cello. 4, XRP. 5, Solana. And 6, Stellar. Now, if you want to pretty much follow what the rich do and the governments do, this would be your portfolio right here. Get you some Stellar, Solana, XRP, Cello, Cardano, and Algorand. Just play it safe. Now, we've done a video on every single one of these as for recently, and if you would like an up-to-date on every single one, just go ahead and leave a comment in the section below, and we'll go ahead and look at what the people want. So this is another reason why Algorand needs to be in your portfolio. And we go to the news, the current news of Algorand, and we see here crypto hedge funds on, this is coming to you from Bloomberg, sorry, crypto hedge funds focus on ESG buys, Algorand, and Polkadot. For those of you that do not know, ESG is going to be a standard in a few years down the road, and it stands for the, I believe it's the environmental social governance score, if I'm not mistaken. And they've essentially said Polkadot and Algorand. So that right there, if you want to follow some of the big governments and big establishments, there you go. Algorand is one, and Polkadot. Again, full disclosure, we own both of those and everything that we've discussed on this channel, except for Cello, I believe. We don't have Cello, I don't believe. So going on to the next article, we see here that the Algorand Foundation grant recipient launches graphic novel, motion comic, and NFT collection trust. So what does this mean? Well, it means that Algorand is going to be a massive NFT player. We do have speculation that there could be another player that is going to compete with Algorand because there will not be a monopoly, but Algorand seems to be the one that is moving rapidly at a fast rate. And with the World Cup coming up, we can see that there's going to be advertisement for Algorand very soon. And now, how much do you need to actually make it? How much are you willing to put in to essentially capture the gains? Well, if we look at the chart, we see here that we are currently getting beaten down, right? But we are back at the levels that were way back in 2020, which is going to be this section right here. Now, we could form yet another little dip, a miniature dip, but for the most part, we're going to be stagnant within the 20 cents to 50 cent region. And that is very important and very bullish in the long term. That's why we said 10x by the next cycle, maybe even more. But what you need to realize is that that would form a double bottom pattern, which is very bullish on the multi-year spectrum. Now, we went ahead and did some pre-charting for you individuals that are watching currently, and we did indicate some interesting price notes. So we're going to go ahead and delete this and do it with you right now. Let's go ahead and just delete this one right here. All right. So if you're looking to get into Algorand, how much do you need to say to get 6 figures? Well, it's simple. $10,000, 10x that gets you $100,000. Now, a lot of us do not have $10,000, but there is a way to capture gains if you're willing to trade and make roughly 2 trades. So instead of, let's say, waiting multiple years, probably even a decade for your 10x, you could actually get it in less time. And we're going to show you how. So we see here that we're forming a double bottom. And what you need to look at is this line right here. And why is this significant? Well, it is significant because right now we have this little dip right here, right? That is going to be very much something that you need to keep your eye on, because right now we are forming a shoulder, which is going to be right there, okay? In fact, let's just go ahead and write it for you. Let's see here, head and shoulders pattern. So we are going to do a head and shoulders pattern right here. Here is your left shoulder. Here is your head, potentially, and this is not played out yet. And it may not play out, but we think, and we're going to leave this here for the long haul, that we will be forming a head and shoulders pattern to some magnitude. And as of now, it's looking pretty good, right? And so what is the price range for that? Well, let's go ahead and just do a safe, conservative price movement and prediction. And using our Fibonacci retracement, we could see that it could go back to the previous all-time highs set back when it was released in 2019 of $3.82. Now, to be safe, we would recommend you probably just go roughly to around $3.30 of the previous all-time high, which is roughly around this area, and sell it. So let's say you had $1,000 to spend on Algorand. Okay, let's go ahead and get our handy dandy calculator, shall we? Calculator. All right, so you have 1,000 USD, and then each token today, right now at time of recording, is 35 cents. So roughly that is going to get you roughly around 2,800 Algorand. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in 2,800. Oops, 2,800. And once it gets to $3.50, you're going to be left with 9,800. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your 10x. So literally, if you just buy it right now and just hold it, that is fine. Now, if you only have 100, well, then you're going to have 1,000 by the time it reaches that area. And if you have more, well, then you just essentially add a zero. Now, we did discuss how to capture more of that. Well, you see here, in order to form a head and shoulders pattern, it goes up, down, and then it skyrockets off, right? So what you do is you're going to purchase now, just collect and sell it around the $1.50 region. It's going to retrace, and you can start accumulating again roughly around this region, and then ride it again all the way up. And so when you do that, you're going to actually have probably about a 15x move, okay? Because you're going up half of the way, selling everything, coming back half of the previous peak, which is going to be around the $1.70, and then you're going to come back in, and then you're going to ride the wave again. And so what you're doing is accumulating more Algorand for the final wave up. And that's our 10x coin. And as a free research, we suggest you get some of these that are on the this I'm not going to say it because I may get flagged, but this entity right here, they recommend this, so why not just grab some tokens and some coinage from these specific blockchains that you see here in front of you. That's all for today. Happy days, happy trading, and good luck to you all.